Good evening, friends. We are live for day 35 of 100 days straight of live streaming. It is late here in Texas. It's 12:14, so we're going to claim West Coast time. As I've mentioned in the past, we have been lucky enough to go live much earlier for several days in a row now, but just a lot of things going on today. I was just thinking that old saying, the show must go on. So although tonight is going to be a short one, we do want to continue to go live every night with the goal of going live for 100 nights straight. The reality is, for I think anyone that has a number of things going on, that there are going to be times where, especially if you're trying to live stream, that things aren't going to go exactly the way you would like for them to. So we're going to do everything we can, though, to go live for those 100 days, even if some of those days/nights are truncated with regards to what we're able to cover and talk about. I was actually prepared to talk a little bit about an example that I just learned about today of a real estate agent that just knocked it out of the park once they got serious about YouTube. We will, unless something comes up, we'll talk about that tomorrow night, play a clip of a video where the real estate agent is basically being interviewed by one of the top experts on YouTube, and it will be no surprise to any of you when you hear me say that the top thing that we're encouraging people to do, anyone listening to this, anyone watching this live or during the replay, is to go create your own YouTube channel. We'll leave it at that, but go create a YouTube channel, start uploading videos. And then the second thing is highly encourage you to create, build, manage, use an email list. I personally use and push everyone towards ConvertKit. So if you go to strammel.info/ConvertKit, you can sign up for that, get a free account, manage up to 1,000 subscribers. You know, once you've gotten past 1,000 subscribers, most people can justify paying some small monthly fee to have something that you can use to connect with your audience more directly and know that they're getting it. And if you're sharing something of value, they're going to read it. Unlike social media, we all know that the reach, organic reach, and thus the engagement is considerably lower than it has been in years past. And that's not likely to change anytime soon. The one clear exception to that, which we've talked about briefly for the past two nights, is LinkedIn. So the one thing I will mention tonight is I highly encourage you, if you have a company or work for a company, work with them to create or to get approved for LinkedIn Live. I would also suggest that you as an individual work on getting approved to be able to go live on LinkedIn on your personal profile. It will be an asset to you in the days, months, years to come. And it's still kind of early in the game. I went to several bigger companies that are not using it right now. I went to several organizations that compete with the company that I work for with my day job, and many of them are not using it. So I truly believe that LinkedIn is a competitive advantage if you'll get set up to where you can go live on that. I would listen to last night's episode and the night before that if you want to hear a little bit more about that. Shy Blues says hi. Hey, hello, Shy Blues. you're coming from Periscope, thanks for joining us tonight. And I love being able to interact with people on all the different platforms. We had announced over the weekend that we were going to go live exclusively on YouTube. Knowing that tonight's live was going to be somewhat short, I decided to go live on all of the platforms that we're on. So we're live tonight on Facebook, multiple pages, multiple groups. We're live on Twitter/Periscope, which, by the way, Periscope is, I think, going away sometime in March. It's not clear yet what Twitter will do. Twitter owns Periscope, but something will come out. And if you're a StreamYard user, rest assured that StreamYard, which is what we use 99% of the time to go live, that they will, make it to where you can go live on whatever is the replacement for Periscope. Haven't heard anything yet on that. And Shy Blue says yes, gonna miss Periscope. Yes, I think the good news is Twitter. I'm pretty sure. I know they've committed to doing something different for that. So I think that most people, I think actually it will be hopefully transparent for a lot of people. We're also live tonight. I'm not sure if I got through my whole list, but on YouTube as well. I highly recommend, please, Shy Blues, if you haven't, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications. That's where we're really trying to kind of congregate all of everyone that's connected with me. But it's youtube.com/Shane Trammell, ShaneTrammel, or you can go to strammel.info/YouTube. Either one of those work. And there's a link in the description. You should see that. And, but what we wanted to do, again, briefly tonight, is to encourage everyone to consider, at least, I would say do it, but I'm not going to be so forceful. Consider, if you're not live streaming, let's say at least once a month, to, dive in there. And I would suggest that you go get StreamYard. If you don't have it, it's free. It runs pretty much on any platform where you can run a browser, where you can run Microsoft Edge or Chrome, or I think you can even use Brave. Anything that's based off of the Google Chrome kind of base, and Brave is that. Microsoft Edge is that. Obviously, Chrome is that. So whether you're on a Windows computer, whether you're on a Mac computer, whether you're on a Chromebook, you would be able to use StreamYard to be able to go live with the free version. You can get that, strammel.info/StreamYard with the free version. You can go live up to 20 hours a month, which is amazing. Up to 2 destinations. Those destinations can be a combination of something on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter/Periscope, and whatever comes after that. Twitch, actually, LinkedIn, if you're approved for it. And with a paid plan, you can go live to a custom RTMP connection, which would allow you to go live on just about any platform that supports live streaming. One other thing that we'll recommend that you go check out that I think is an investment. So if your plans are to live stream more often and to more destinations, or if you're already live streaming and would like to have more capability, go look at Switchboard. So you can use the link strammel.info/switchboard, just like you would spell switchboard. And when you get to that link in the top left, put in the search Switchboard. That's on a site called AppSumo, and you can get there's a lifetime deal. I would get the $295, get the full blown, get everything they will give you access to. And I will say, again, since we don't have as much time tonight, go watch episode 16. So this is where YouTube is helpful. I'm going to bring up the link for our playlist. So this episode tonight will also be on or in the playlist here after we say goodnight. But if you go to strammel.info/100 days, then the past 34 episodes plus tonight will be in there soon. And go watch episode 16 especially, and for several nights after that we talk about Switchboard with a fair amount of detail. If you go and check that out and then would like to understand more, by all means share some comments here, or you can send me an email, whatever. Be happy to answer any questions. I, just for reference, went ahead and got the 5 codes. So that's $295 lifetime. Have the ability to actually go live on up to 60 destinations, which is insane. Can have up to 10 different people, actually, or 15 users, 10 different encoders. What that really means is I could literally have 10 different people running 10 different live streams, and they could each go live at 6 different destinations. So I can geek out a lot about that. Just worked with my company that I work for today, had a conference call on a strategy for us to use LinkedIn Live, and Switchboard is definitely a component of that. With LinkedIn Live, unlike Facebook, unlike Twitter/Periscope, unlike YouTube, you can't go live straight from the app, either from your phone or from the web. You need a third-party intermediate solution. Switchboard is one of those. StreamYard is also one of those. So, if you're not going live, or even if you are going live and you want something that's really simple, but yet gives you a whole host of new capabilities, you really owe it to yourself to go check out StreamYard. Again, it's a free account. And if you're going live already or plan to, I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't have StreamYard in your as another arrow in your quiver, as they say. So I'd be interested if anyone that's on, if you're using StreamYard right now, maybe you can just comment StreamYard, or if you think that you might be interested in it, I'd be curious as well. Just let me know if you've used it or if you're going to go check it out. That'd be great. A little bit of engagement here is always nice to see. So we will be back tomorrow for day 36. We are now beyond the 1/3 mark of going live 100 days. As I've mentioned before, not only do I want to do this to provide value to my audience, community, I know without a doubt that it's improving my ability to communicate, making me more comfortable going live, helping me better understand the equipment that I use. And, talking about that, we're also going live on Amazon Live. We got approved for that several months ago. We'll be going live on Amazon Live. Now that's a little bit different because the main thrust behind that is to obviously talk about products that are on Amazon, but the reality is as a technical kind of guy, I'm always getting electronic type stuff from Amazon anyway, so it's a natural thing for us to extend out in that way. So last night I went on Amazon Live and we talked about the video camera that I use. for example. How about Restream? Shy Blue says, yes, Restream is also a certified partner for LinkedIn. It is the main reason I wouldn't go with Restream right now. I think it's a very capable tool. If you already have it, by all means, you can use it. But the nice thing about Switchboard right now, again, is that lifetime offer. You don't have to buy the 5 codes. I think the 5 codes is the best value, but you pay once and you're done with Switchboard. Only thing Switchboard doesn't have, which Restream does have, and Restream also has many of the same capabilities as StreamYard, but Restream, as compared to Switchboard at least, Restream has a studio where you can go live, similar to the way you can with StreamYard. Now, if I'm comparing StreamYard and Restream, that's a tough one. I like StreamYard better with the studio portion of it. With Restream, you can go live on more destinations if you have the right plan. But what I've actually found many people doing that are super serious about, going live, and if they're going to be going live to a number of destinations, is they'll use StreamYard and then maybe in combination have Restream for the multi-stream capability or the simulcast capability. But I'm pushing people especially that are StreamYard users, to Switchboard, not only because of the lifetime deal, but one of the most amazing things about Switchboard is they have what's called a stream share. I'll talk about this again on episode 16, but I'm already talking about it, so let's cover it. But with the stream share option, you have to get 3 codes, I think at least, to be able to do the stream share. With stream share, you can send an email, for example, to a number of your contacts that may have Facebook pages, Facebook groups that are willing to allow you to multi-stream to their location as well. So imagine that you're, so some of the people that are in my community are Young Living, Young Living members, and a number of Young Living people work to building a business, which means they have a team, they have people working with them. So imagine that you want to go live one night talking about, a Young Living product. Young Living is essential oils. Maybe you're going to talk about Digest and how great that is. So you could have all of your team members give you authorization to go live, either a one-time thing, or it can be open until they remove the authorization for it. And you can go live not only on your page, not only on your groups, but also on the pages they've given you access to. And it's not only Facebook, it's all of the social media platforms. So Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and whatever's going to supersede that, YouTube, Twitch, even, as far as I know. So you have the ability to basically, potentially exponentially increase your reach. And I know of no other solution right now that gives you that capability. The closest thing to that, but it's not automated, is people starting a watch party. But Shy Blues, thank you. Shy Blues just says that she followed me. Well, she just followed here in Periscope. She's going to go check out YouTube. Thank you, Shy Blues, for that. Love to have you over there. And again, go check out the playlist. We're focused for now, mostly on this 100 days of live streaming. And once that's over, we will start focusing again on other content on the Shane Trammell YouTube channel. The focus there will be using technology to grow your business, whether that's live streaming, software for that, hardware like video cameras, microphones, audio, the whole thing, as well as marketing, social media, digital marketing, all the things. So, I've got over 25 years of experience working with Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 companies. Thankfully, I've been able to see a lot, experience a lot, and it's my goal to share everything that I've learned over those 25 years to help you as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as a consultant, a teacher, real estate agent, accountant, lawyer. It really doesn't matter. We're living obviously in the digital age now, and especially with COVID, some things are not likely to go back with regards to how technology is being used, virtual conferences, all of that. A lot of that's here to stay. I know people want to get back to being in person. I want that as well, and that is going to return. But the number of people that are using these emerging technologies, improving technologies that are coming out that allow us to be connected even though we're remote, those are going to continue to see more use and grow even as we return to seeing people face to face and have conferences that are still face to face. But what we had to do during the pandemic, that's going to continue, and it's going to grow, and you're going to be better off if you learn how to use those technologies, how to use them better, how to just embrace that, because it's here to stay. And Shy Blue says she's from Southern California. By the way, I love Southern California. I worked for American Airlines many years ago, but still lived in Texas, but had the flight benefits and flew to Carlsbad a ton, Los Angeles quite a bit, John Wayne Airport quite a bit, all to go to Oceanside, California mostly, and some San Diego. So I learned to really enjoy Southern California, or at least that part. I love Northern California actually as well. Worked for several tech companies back in the day that were headquartered in San Jose or Santa Clara or Santa Monica, even Oakland, Palo Alto. So I've spent a fair amount of time in Northern California as well. Love California. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I think we're going to go ahead and say goodnight. We've gone live almost 30 minutes. I had the intent on actually maybe only going live for 10, but we're on and the thoughts are rolling. So I figured we'd go on anyway. Some of these episodes are going to be more like a vlog type style, but I hope that people find some value in them anyway, maybe get to learn a little bit more about kind of what I'm about and what I'm trying to do to help people gain knowledge. Again, one of our focuses is live streaming, because I truly believe that it's something that's here to stay. People are going to want to use it more because it's also going to make them more marketable. It's going to, I shared last night, one thing I would say to look at last night is I shared my iPhone, and I basically showed 4 different statistics. Those statistics actually came from a study that Restream did. Restream was mentioned just a few minutes ago, but things like, if I can remember them, one of them was 80% of people, surveyed, whoever they asked, said that they would rather watch a live stream, opposed to reading a blog. So it's here to stay. You'll be better off. I think you'll be further ahead if you're, just go ahead and embrace it, start doing it, punch fear in the face, as a friend of mine says, and hit the record button. I've actually found, if it's helpful, that going live after you've done it for a while is actually easier than doing a pre-recorded video and then posting it, because with the pre-recorded video, it's expected that if it's pre-recorded, you've edited it, you've just done all those bells and whistles. But when you're going live, there's this expectation that there are going to be flaws. No one's perfect, but it does become easier. Definitely becomes easier. I've noticed that even just in 34 days, now it's 35. Noticed that it's become much easier. I used to sit here and literally for 15 minutes just kind of try to psych myself out before I went live. I don't do that normally anymore. If I've got a fairly complex topic maybe that's on my mind to cover, I'll typically have notes, but I may think a little bit more about that before I go live. This may also be helpful. Just like I mentioned earlier, I have a quote unquote day job. So this is something I do in the evenings and when I can, but I hope that's maybe potentially an inspiration for you if you're watching this again live, or maybe it's a replay. Maybe you have a quote unquote real job as well, and there's nothing wrong with the real job, but you may aspire to do something beyond that. So I do encourage you to try to carve out some time. I'm not saying do it at 12:40 in the evening. Now, Shy Blues is in California, so she's got the benefit of it being 2 hours earlier there. So, but this is kind of funny. I don't know if Shy Blues there heard me at the beginning say that I was claiming West Coast time tonight because I'm in Texas and it's 12:40 in the morning, almost 1 a.m., and I need to get my beauty sleep. So we're going to wrap it up for tonight. What I would say, if you're on YouTube, go check out the playlist, watch some of the other episodes, or hey, what would be amazing is just start it, put the playlist on autoplay and let it play through all 34, now 35 episodes. You can listen to it when you can. When you can't, just let it play. We would love the watch time. Just honestly, one of the other strategies that I saw the other night, and we're actually going to do this, I'm preparing for it because I thought it was kind of genius. You may or may not know, but with YouTube, to get into their partner program, to have some opportunities to monetize your channel, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to YouTube, we certainly value your subscription. More than you subscribing, I hope we're providing value, but know that you subscribing does help our channel grow. And with those 4,000 hours, then you can join the partner program and monetize your channel. I've grown another channel to almost 6,000 subscribers, which for me was a large number, but that one was grown under the context of a kind of a network marketing theme. And many of the videos on there are curated to help those that are interested in education, product, all of that regarding network marketing in one place rather than having to go to 5 different places. So I'm unable to monetize that channel because the videos are not all original from me, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I've got one video there that has almost 1 million watch hours. So it's crazy. It's a breakaway video. So what that proves more than anything else, it was a test bed for me, as well as a way to provide really helpful information to not only those that we knew in Young Living, but other network marketing companies, people in those companies. But I was able to prove that you could grow a channel, that you could get the watch hours that you need. But we're in the early stages here on my new YouTube channel. And by the way, again, it's strammel.info/YouTube. If you're watching this on the replay and haven't been on the live, and you're maybe just joining, strammel.info/YouTube. If you go there and subscribe and turn on notifications, you'll know when we go live the next time. And we are looking forward to the day that we have those 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, but it shouldn't and won't. If it's up to me, which I'm the one doing the videos, that it won't change, what we're doing. We'll be better at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I will definitely have improved, be better able to communicate all those things. So the only thing I would hope for is that the quality and the value that you're getting at that point has just gotten better. Not that things are going to drastically change, because the reality, that's just the starting point. When you get to that partner program level, you do get to put ads on your videos if you choose to. It's still a choice, but we're talking initially still just pennies a day per video. So it's not lucrative as such, but it is that kind of first big milestone. I think the first milestone for anyone interested in starting a YouTube channel, which we said at the beginning, please do, is to get to 100 subscribers. When you get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, you can create a URL that's memorable. Prior to that, it's just a bunch of numbers and letters. You'd never be able to remember it. But now that I've gotten to that 100 mark, and we're approaching 400, we're at 350 or so. But since we got to 100, I was able to put my URL as Shane Trammell. So now I could just tell someone, if I wasn't using a URL shortener, I could just say, go to youtube.com/Shane Trammell. And that's definitely where you want to get to. If you want to take YouTube serious, see it as an asset that you could actually develop and grow and have as a stream of income over time, then you want to get to that 100 subscriber mark. And there's a lot of ways to get to that fairly quickly. Past the 100, it can become, and maybe even your first 200 is not too terribly difficult. Those that are under 100 might still say that it is, so I can relate. But up to 200 is, I would argue, not too terribly difficult to get to. But then beyond that, you do have to start applying some best practices with regards to how you do that. And I'll just mention a few real quick since we're talking, but certainly at some point you need to be able to find the time to do a good thumbnail, a good title, good description. Those are really the three big ones. And a lot of the rest just has to take care of itself. The actual videos, obviously, the better the audio is, the better your lighting is, the better quality your video is. When people get the opportunity and they actually click on it and they watch it, then they're going to hopefully watch more, right? So that's where we're going to end it. Hopefully you'll come back for day 36. We're going to go live much earlier. That's at least the plan. But we'll catch you on the next one, and hope that everyone has a great evening or a great morning, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.